What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is one that I've been planning for a really long time, and I'm super excited about it because today I'm going to teach you how to scale your freelance blogging business to $5,000 a month, even if you are starting as a total beginner at zero. And look, this is not something that's going to happen by tomorrow or next week or probably not even by next month. Because let's be honest, anyone who says you can do this overnight is a straight up liar. But this is actually something you can do within a time frame of about 4 to 6 months realistically. I'm saying this because I personally scaled my own freelance blogging business to $5,000 a month within about 4 months of getting fired from my shitty, soul-sucking full-time job. So today you're going to learn that exact 5-step process that I used to build my business, even though I was a clueless, terrified college dropout. Before we get started, as always, be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video because it really does help my channel out, and subscribe for more videos about freelance writing. I'll go ahead and share my screen with you, and I'll throw the link to the blog post we're looking at today above my head and below in the description box, and we will go ahead and get started. So here we are at the blog post about how to make $5K a month freelance blogging as a beginner. And step 1 is you gotta understand the math behind a $5,000 a month and price your work and plan your marketing strategy accordingly. Long story short, set an income goal, which you've probably already done since you're watching this, $5,000 a month, and then you've got to work backwards to plan how you are going to be able to hit that goal realistically. And when I teach this approach, I just straight up call it working backwards. This is something that is key to your success as a freelance writer, because if you don't have a goal that you're working around and working backwards from, you end up aimless. You end up doing shit like just randomly tweeting or posting on Instagram and getting no results and no clients. I don't want that to happen to you, which is why you've got to ask yourself questions like these. How many blog posts do I need to write per month to hit $5,000, and how much do I need to charge per post to do that? What do I need to do during month 1 to have a $5,000 month 6? And that's of course specifically if you're trying to scale to 5K a month within 6 months. And then how can I grow my blogging skills quickly and level up my income by raising my rates fast? Because here's the thing about raising your rates and getting to that 5K point, it's not about putting in a certain amount of years or having some crazy network or college degree. It's about you and your commitment to taking action and growing your skill set, which is something you can do very quickly. Like I said, I did that in a matter of 4 months. So it's really up to you how quickly you're going to be able to do it. Now look, I know if you're like me, you're probably more of a words person than a math type of person, but this is really important stuff, so let me break it down a little bit further for you. If you're making 5 cents per word, first of all, that's really shitty, and you need to take yourself off of Upwork or whatever content mill you're working on, because you're not going to get to 5K a month doing that. And here's why. Say you're making 5 cents per word and you're writing 2,000 word blog posts. So you're making $100 per long ass blog post. 2,000 words, that is a lot of writing. It's going to take you a lot of time. That would mean that at 5 cents per word, you're going to have to write 50 fucking blog posts in a single month to make $5,000 that month at that rate. So there are only about 20 business days in a month, meaning that's going to be one shitty month. So basically, you've got to write 50 blog posts in a single month. That's more than 1 per day with no weekends off. And these are long blog posts, and you've got to figure in time for the admin work you need to do, like invoicing, getting on client calls, all those other things that aren't writing that come with running a business. And I've broken that down further in this little graphic right here. You need to start thinking about it like this. If you only charge $50 per project, you've got to do 100 projects, 3 projects per day with no weekends off. But if you move on up here and you're charging $300 to $500 per blog post, that's great. You only have to do 10 to about 17 projects per month at that rate, so you will have extra time to do that admin work without working yourself into the ground. So there are going to be a lot of variables, and not all your projects are going to pay the same and all that kind of stuff, but you absolutely must know, at least at a very basic level, how much you want to make per month. So $5,000 per month, and then work backwards. Sit down and take the 10 minutes to do the math to see how many blog posts you need to write at X rate to hit $5,000 in a single month. And once you know that, you can start thinking, okay, well, which topics are going to pay that well? Which type of clients are going to pay me that amount of money that I need to get to 5K a month? And that, of course, brings us to our next point, which is step 2. Pick a profitable freelance blogging niche and make it your bitch. That's right, my friend, you do not want to be a generalist writer, and here's why. High-paying clients want to work with specialists, not generalists. This is a psychology-backed thing and applies in all kinds of areas of life. For example, when I went to go get my hair done recently, I didn't go to just any hair salon. I didn't pick just any hairstylist. I specifically picked someone who specialized in weird hair colors because obviously my hair is purple. And I was willing to pay very well for that type of specialization because I don't have time to be walking around with fucked up hair. So high-paying clients are going to think the same way. If they're paying you really well to do something, they're doing that because they know that you specialize, and that builds trust with them. Let me tell you, and this is very important, probably one of the most important things I'll say in this entire video, so listen up if you're zoning out a little bit. The way you build trust with clients when you are first starting out and you have no degree, no experience, no samples, no testimonials, is by going all in on your niche, all in on that specialization, and marketing yourself accordingly. So like I've said here, all of my student success stories for my best-selling course, Killer Cold Emailing, which I will go ahead and link above and down below in the description box as usual, use this niche marketing strategy. This is not a coincidence at all. So now you're probably wondering, well, how can I pick a niche? How do I know what to choose? Maybe you don't have a lot of work experience or you're not confident in the niche you've been considering, but that's okay. We're gonna break down the process right now with this beautiful little graphic. So your perfect freelance writing niche is something you know about or something you can learn about. So knowledge. It's something you're interested in and or would enjoy writing about, and it's something profitable, meaning a specific target client should be willing to pay you well for your work. So all these things are pretty straightforward, but I do want to say again, with knowledge, it can be something that you just are interested in and want to learn about. Google can be your best friend. You're a writer, so you're probably a really good researcher too. I have written about everything from real estate to education technology to ultrasound repair, things that I knew absolutely nothing about when I started, but I was still able to write about those things and get paid well to do it because I put in that research and I was marketing myself the correct way. So don't let a lack of knowledge or experience hold you back. And then with interest, at least choose a topic that doesn't make you want to tear your eyes out of your head. You may not love it, but you at least want to like it, and then you can always change your niche later to something you like more or start out in a niche that you're more passionate about. Totally up to you. Now with profitability, you've got to remember you're running a business, not a charity, so you've got to charge accordingly. And with profitability, you really want to think about, okay, this is the clientele that I'm targeting in this niche industry. Can they afford to pay me well? The way you figure that out is by thinking about these two things right here. Does this client value blogging? In other words, you're not having to tell them why blogging is so great. They already know it's great. They already value it and they already get ROI from it. And do they have a good sized content marketing budget? You've got to think about how your client makes money. If your client is broke as fuck, you're going to be broke as fuck working for them. So you really have to think about that before you start targeting that broke as fuck clientele. And again, that really important point I talked about, clients have to trust you before they will hire you. The way you build trust when you are a total beginner is by going all in on a niche and being the perfect fit for that one type of client. So I know a lot of writers have questions about niching down. If that is you, go ahead and drop your question below in the comments right now. I will answer as many as I possibly can and do my best to help you out. And we'll get you started in a profitable freelance writing niche so you don't waste any time. Alrighty, on to step 3, which is set up a professional writer website that markets your freelance blogging niche. So I gotta say, a lot of writers get this step all wrong. They're still in employee mode, and I've been guilty of this myself when I started out. You put up a resume, you put up a Contently portfolio or your Tumblr site. That is not enough to impress professional clients and help you build a long-term sustainable brand and business. You need a professional freelance writer website, www.whatever the hell your business is called or your name or whatever, .com, a custom domain and a professional niche optimized website. So I gotta throw this quick shameless self promo in here because it's gonna help you out a lot too. I do have a Bluehost affiliate link you can use, and I'll link it above my head right now and below in the description box. You can use that to get a free domain and a really nice discount on your website hosting. Now, I do get a commission when you use my link, but it doesn't cost you anything extra, and I only recommend Bluehost because that is what I personally use. I would never recommend anything that I did not stand behind and believe in. So go ahead and click that link and get your free domain and get your hosting discount. You don't even have to know what your website domain is going to be or what your business is going to be called, but if you click that link, you can go ahead and claim that discount so that when you are ready, you're not paying that extra money. You can get that free domain and that discount on your hosting. Okay, so back to your website. You gotta have a custom domain, and your website should position you as a business owner and a niche specialist. That means leaving out bullshit about poetry and how much you love writing and all that stuff clients really frankly do not care about. You've got to focus on your clients' needs and how your blogging services will help them grow their business instead. Here's the thing, clients care about one thing when they hire you. It's not words, it's not hours, it's how you are going to help their business make money with the blog posts that you're writing for them. You gotta get that through your head and think about it throughout your marketing strategy, because that is seriously going to be the key to your mindset shifting from, oh, I'm just an employee and I don't know how to market myself, to, no, I'm a business owner and I know how to help my clients. I know what they are looking for from me. And you especially got to think about this when you're writing your website copy for your professional writing portfolio. I have a complete tutorial on how to get that set up, so I will link that above my head right now. It is extremely in-depth with loads of examples, so click that link if you don't have a portfolio and commit to a date to get that set up by. Something you can do within a day, or maybe you want to space it out over a week, but at least that's progress. Slow progress is better than no progress, but you gotta start if you want to get it done. So go ahead and click that link now, and I will throw that link down in the description box below as well. On to step 4, which is to start pitching and marketing yourself as a freelance blogger. So let me stop right here for a second and tell you a bit of a harsh truth. You gotta stop wasting your time on Upwork and Fiverr and content mills, because those sites are not getting you anywhere. Stop thinking about freelance writing in the terms of looking for jobs and start thinking about it in the terms of building a business and landing high-paying clients. If y'all want to hear me rant about Upwork and why it sucks so much, I'll throw a link to that fun video above right now and you can go check it out. But yeah, basically you want to focus on pitching and cold emailing, not shitty content mills and platforms. Pitching and cold emailing landed me over $800 in freelance writing gigs just the first month I tried it. So I literally got fired from my full-time job. That next month made $800 from freelance writing just from pitching and cold emailing. No Upwork, no Fiverr, and no bullshit like that. I went on to have my first $5,000 month just 4 months after getting fired, thanks mostly to my pitching and cold emailing skills. I'm not saying that to brag, I'm saying it so you know what is possible for you if you get serious about treating freelance blogging like a business. So if you're not really familiar with cold emailing, it's pretty straightforward. It just means you send a tailored and high quality email introducing yourself and your services to a target client in your niche. So for example, if you're an IT and technology white paper writer, you find a target client in that niche, find their email address, and you introduce yourself, and ideally that conversation results in you getting hired. But you gotta keep in mind that this does not mean firing off the same shitty template to anyone and everyone. You're gonna fail if you do that, and you're also gonna fail if you don't have a solid marketing strategy to support your cold emails. And by that I mean the stuff like picking a niche, having a professional custom domain portfolio, things like that to support your cold emailing strategy. You gotta have that in place before you start pitching. This is exactly what I teach in my course, and I actually have a totally free class that over 6,000 writers have taken that will teach you this process more specifically, and it goes a little bit more in depth on how to do it. So if you're following along the blog post, you'll see that highlighted right here in yellow. If you're not and you're here with me in the video, I will throw the link above my head and down below in the description box and in the pinned comment, so you just can't miss it. Okay, let's move on to step 5. So we've got our marketing strategy set up, we've started pitching, we've got a website. Now we need to grow our blogging skills and learn how to write blog posts that get results for freelance blogging clients. So yeah, basically we've talked about the marketing side of it, but what about the blogging? What about the actual writing process? Well, I'm going to tell you what you can't do. If you're trying to build a 5K a month freelance blogging business and get really good high-paying clients, you can't approach blogging like you're writing a college essay or a novel or poetry or anything like that. you've got to approach it like a business blogger from a marketing perspective. And like I've said here, you can be the best damn writer in the world, but if you don't know how to specifically write blog posts that get business results for your clients, you are screwed. There's a big difference between someone who is a good writer and someone who is good at business blogging. You're already a good writer, I'm assuming, because you're here watching this video, but now you've got to make that shift into being an amazing business blogger who can drive results for clients. Because again, that's what high-paying clients want, not words, not hours, but the business results of those words and hours. You gotta have a lot more than just grammar and spelling knowledge. You need to know things like blog post structure and formatting, how to get sales and conversions with blog posts, basic SEO, which by the way, I do have a free resource for that will show you exactly where your keywords need to go. I'll throw that above my head and down in the description box. You also gotta know how to create amazing headlines that drive traffic, how to come up with the best blog post topics in the industry, and more. Basically, it just all comes down to writing blog posts from a marketing perspective. So if you're watching this and you don't feel super confident in your blog post writing skills, maybe you're asking yourself stuff like, who actually pays that much for blog posts? How do I even know what my blog posts are worth? And there is no way I could send a quote for anything over $50. That's just too scary. Well, if you can relate to any of that, I want to let you know I have a totally new course that just launched, and it is called Fuck Yeah Freelance Blogging. This course is your key to fearlessly charging $200 to $400 per blog post and getting your blog post writing skills up to par so you can get results for your clients. And it's based on my own experience writing blog posts, having blog posts go viral, having blog posts getting tweeted out by influencers on Twitter, working with really awesome clients, getting guest posting opportunities on major websites, all kinds of results I've gotten with my blogging, and you will learn my exact blogging process in this course. So if you're ready to start learning, click the link above my head right now to learn more about the Fuck Yeah Freelance Blogging course. As of the day this video is getting posted, this course actually just came out not too long ago, so it is new and I'm super excited about it. So check it out at the link and let me know below in the comments if you decide to join so I can congratulate you and welcome you to the course. And that is all for this video, my friend. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button because it really helps my channel out, and subscribe for more videos about freelancing and blogging and making money online. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.